YouTube, what's up? I'm back with another YouTube video, trying to stay consistent with this. Something I really want to do. So this is a mid fade with hooks tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment and share this video. Now, typically what I do with the mid fade like this, with a lot of bulk, I cut into it with the number 1. That way I know how the hair lays. This is the texture of this type of hair is straight, so it's a little tough for beginners. So that's kind of why I decided to do it. So I'm indicating where not to cut. So don't cut those sideburns off just yet, especially with the number 1. You want to preserve those sideburns as much as you can. Now you're gonna get a number 2, and you're gonna scoop in and out. That way you get the nice transition from a 1 to a 2. Still indicating where not to cut. Don't cut with the number 2 on the sideburns just yet. Now I'm gonna open up that lever, and we're gonna scoop in and out a little bit higher, but scoop in and out, C motion. Have that in your head when you're cutting. Now I'm gonna do not 1.5 to soften up that guideline. Make sure you use a C motion. Only corners. Typically when you're trying to soften up a line, I use the whole blade. Don't be scared to get in there. Now I'm using the number 3, going a little bit higher, and now you can cut the sideburns off a little bit because the number 3 is long enough. So now I'm gonna open up that lever, and we're gonna go up a little bit higher. Still doing that C motion. Now number 4. This is going to create that nice transition from a 4 all the way down to the last line. This is what it should look like by the time you get done setting up your haircut. Dusting it off with the brush. Now I'm going to go in with my slim lines. Soften up that bottom line. That bottom line is the hardest part, and I'm making sure I don't go too high because then it's going to ruin the foundation of the haircut. Now I'm going to go with my series 9 and just shave the scalp. Make sure you're making sure I don't go too high and not into the haircut. I don't want to create no more lines. And with these series 9s, don't be scared to like press. Like these series 9s can take some beatings. Okay, so now 1.5 open, softening up that guideline a little bit more, setting up my haircut a lot better now. It's all coming together. Now number 3, this is gonna soften up that line, especially with this dyed hair. You can really see it, and you can actually pinpoint where to cut. Again, C motion only. Don't use up and down motion. You want to use a C motion or a scoop motion. Again with the 4. This is just to make sure, double checking my work. You can never be too careful with this type of haircut. Now this is where the fun begins. Now you're gonna close the 0, no guard. You're gonna start going into the haircut. You're gonna use small strokes and pull the skin. Making sure as you go up, you're gonna want to use one of the corners. Not use all the blade, because that little area where you're going in and out, you're gonna want to preserve some of the hair when you go in with the half. So only corners, and you're gonna chip away the dots. Any little dark spot you see, you need to determine on what that length is, and you're gonna chuck up on the lever a little bit and use only corners. Typically have it in your head, like look at your blade and the last 3 teeth, the teeth you should be using to blend on each corner. It doesn't matter what corner. Me personally, I favor the right side just because I'm a righty. So it all depends on what you're into. It all depends on how you cut. Not everyone's gonna cut the same. Now I'm going in with the half, all the way open. Right here I'm using all the blade. That way I can get my sections done a little bit quicker. Now I'm going in with the corners only, and I'm playing with that lever as I'm going in. Any little dark spot that you see with the half, you could typically take it out. If you feel like it's too short, always go back with the one. There's nothing wrong with that. Now I'm grabbing my motor comb and my thinning shears, and I'm just gonna thin out that dark area. You don't want to take off too much length because this is what a lot of barbers make that mistake, is they go in with the one and then that transition isn't off. So using your thinning shears, you're not taking any length off. You're just doing the same thing what you were doing with the clipper with the corner, except this way it's more controlled. Think of it like a standard car. Now I'm grabbing my liners. Now these are the Gamma's Absolute Hitters with the P3 blade. Now I'm going to line up that sideburn. See how that transition is a 1 to a 3 ratio, You can see that sideburn without any enhancements. And that's typically what you want before you apply enhancements. So now I'm going in with my Babyless shavers just to detail that haircut a little bit more. Only using the corners of that shaver. I'm going with my masters. These are beasts when it comes to detailing. I feel like every barber needs one of these in their arsenal and learn how to utilize these clippers. These clippers are a little bit tough to get down, but once you get them down, they will be nice. They will be great to you. I promise you that. I like to mix it up with my clipper selection as I'm cutting. I feel like it creates a better blend. I don't just use Wahl or I'm just doing clipper comb over the hairline, soften up the hairline. So when I go in with my trimmers, I'll make a effortlessly line. So now I'm going in, making sure it's nice and straight. I don't push them back a little bit at all. Just tap and go. Don't push any more back because you're gonna add enhancements later. So just make sure you're paying attention, especially on this part of the haircut. I feel like if the hairline is messed up, the whole haircut's messed up. So be careful when you're lining somebody up, guys. Always look in the mirror, always looking far away. It doesn't hurt to double check your work, especially during lineups, Now I'm going in with the 1.5 open, just playing with that lever a little bit, clearing up some dark spots. You guys can see it. There's a dark spot right there where I was trying to hit right there, and I got it with the corners. So now I'm going with the 1. You see what I'm saying? Don't be scared to go back and double check your work. So now I'm going to go in and add enhancements. I'm using Jesse Elite's matte black. In my opinion, I feel like this works a lot better than Kiss Express. I feel like it stays longer too as well. But with the Jesse Elite paint, you need to do a patch test tool with all your clients. I think it sticks better in my opinion. But typically when you got products that do that, you want to do a patch test just to be safe, This is the homie Money Marine right here. This guy's been with me since Fireball, guys. Been cutting shit forever, so that's it. This is mid-fade with the hooks. As you can see, my client's feeling nice and fresh, you know what I'm saying? The nice transition from the lightest gradients to the darkest gradients. And that's it, guys. You know, if you guys think I missed something, you know, please leave a suggestion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, later.